As you know, Kingsport is preparing to celebrate its centennial next year. And one company that has been a huge and very visible part of this community since its very beginning, actually since before its beginning, has been Domtar. Here now to tell us all about this extraordinary model corporate citizen is the mill manager here at Domtar, Bill MacPherson. Bill, thanks for joining us again. Back-to-back CZs for you. Wow.
I don't think many guests get to claim that.
I know. We're lucky that guests come on one time, much less back-to-back shows. So
well, I guess it was just, I was so enamored with the two of you, I just couldn't stay away.
That's right. And you even invited us in here to your plant here at Domtar.
Well,
so thanks for hosting it.
Yes. Thank you for being here this morning. Yeah. It's a great opportunity for us to share our story and tell a little bit more about who we are.
Well, let's talk about that story because it's an amazing story. First of all, talk about Domtar from a global perspective, as you are a worldwide company.
Sure. Well, globally, we're much more than just a paper company. Right. We consider ourselves a fiber innovation company. So globally, we have about 10,000 employees. We operate in several countries, and we deliver products to over 50 countries. We're primarily in the U.S. and Canada in pulp and paper. So Kingsport, as part of the pulp and paper division, that's where we're known from. But we also have a personal care division that operates out of Europe, Sweden, England, Spain, other places. So globally, I guess that's the message, is we're much, much more than just a paper company, and we've been around for a really long time. Domtar's origins, back as far as 1848, still in business, well over 100 years.
Now let's focus here on Kingsport, because again, you are a great presence here in Kingsport. So tell us just a little bit about the mill here in Kingsport, as well as your Ridgefields converting facility.
Sure. So we have about 350 terrific employees here at Kingsport Mill. Ridgefields has about 45 to 50, I'm not sure the exact numbers, but in that range. So we manufacture uncoated free sheet, which is basically copy paper, business paper. We make about 420,000 tons a year, give or take a few tons, and we manufacture it into roll form, and we send it over to Ridgefields, what we call a converting facility, and they take those big rolls that weigh 4,000 or 5,000 pounds, and they cut them into the individual sheets and the bundles that you see at Office Depot or Staples or one of the stores where you would buy our product. We have a number of converting facilities like Ridgefields that we ship to. About 45% of our product goes to Ridgefields.
But you mentioned your legacy of innovation, and you're leading the way in innovating tomorrow's workforce. Talk a little bit about that, because you're not only doing it for your company, but for other manufacturers as well, in your support of and involvement in the Regional Center for Advanced Manufacturing.
Right. Yeah. I have to give credit to prior leadership that had the vision and the understanding that if we're going to succeed in the marketplace, it's going to be about our people. It's going to be about equipping our people with the right training, development, technology to be able to outcompete others in what we do. So the opportunity we had to come together with some of the Northeast State Community College, Eastman, the city, some terrific organizations to create this Regional Center for Advanced Manufacturing really gives us a strategic advantage, because we're developing the workforce of tomorrow. We recognize that the world has changed. The control rooms of today are full of computers and alarms and automated control systems, and so we needed to equip our employees to be able to deal with that and to be leaders in that. So when other leaders from other mills or other companies come here and they see that, what a strategic advantage it is for us, and they all leave saying, wow, I wish we could have that.
Exactly right. So. A big way you're involved in the community is your protection of the environment. Of course, Domtar is known for your highest quality paper products, but you're also known for your sustainability efforts and your promotion and protection of the environment. Talk about that for a moment and why it's important to the company.
Well, I think as a culture, we decided a long time ago that we wanted clean air and we wanted clean water. And, again, I'm thankful to work for a company that embodies that from the highest levels of leadership. You look at the stated vision, mission, values of what we want to do as a company, and a theme throughout all of that is environmental sustainability. We just don't want to comply. We want to do more. We want to utilize the resources. We utilize natural resources, a renewable product and trees. And we want to be responsible with that. We plant more trees than we harvest. We want clean air, we want clean water, and we're committed to delivering that. And so for Kingsport, it's extra important that we do that, because we're in the center of a city.
And Domtar does have a huge commitment to the environment, as you just said, and you've been recognized and honored both on a national and global level for that wonderful commitment. Talk about some of the honors Domtar has received.
Sure, glad to. So locally, we've received awards for reduction of solid waste from the mill. We've also received awards from the state on environmental management practices with our automation at eliminating spills. We haven't had a significant reportable event in over 8 years. Really a laudable performance at Kingsport. I can easily say that we represent the best of the best within the industry. As a company, our commitment to sustainable forestry, the Forest Stewardship Council has been a third-party certifier for all of our facilities. We've been recognized for that.
So we've talked several times about the fact that you're celebrating your 100th anniversary, and so you've got to have like a big party planned, right? Can you tell us about all the great events that we're going to get to come to celebrate the fact that you've turned 100 and how we can just
Well, we are trying to be just a little secretive about some of them. We're trying to lead up with the excitement.
Okay.
So
will you break them here on the Kingsport Chamber?
So we're going to hold on to a couple of those,
Okay.
but you know about some of them. Obviously, the planting of the trees along.
Right.
That was wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely,
It's
100
gorgeous on
trees.
Fort Henry Drive. It's
so
such
we've
a
gotten
great drive,
enormous
yeah.
amount of positive feedback about that. We've had a number of events. We did one at Bays Mountain where we paid for the first 100 entrants that got to the park a day here several weeks back. And so we just decided that we should celebrate the birthday all year long, and we created significant events each month that we wanted the community. Hopefully you've seen our billboards that we've posted around that recognize the 100 years and the things that we've done in the community to be a part of the community. And so there'll be some more things coming. You know, obviously we're actively involved in Fun Fest and a lot of things that are coming up shortly.
Right.
And we do have some big things planned for later in the year. So we want to just hold on to those and each month hopefully celebrate with the community.
I love this year-long celebration idea. I think that's fantastic.
Well,
I'm on board.
I have to give the credit to some really talented, bright, creative people, leaders at the mill that said, "Hey, let's do this, Bill. Let's make it really special." And I said, "Great idea."
Well, and speaking of those really talented, bright, and creative people, that sort of epitomizes the workforce that you have here, right? I mean, being in business 100 years is certainly a milestone, but you get there because you just employ just the best people to make it happen.
I couldn't agree with you more. And, you know, this region, when you look at it, has so much to draw talent. You know, not only as a company can we draw top talent, but regionally I think we've got advantages. You've got the great outdoors, you've got Tennessee, you know, great communities to be a part of. So we utilize that to try to attract the best of the best. We've got some great diversity in the mill. We draw from all over the country, and people want to be here and live here. So we've got some really top talent, great engineers from all of the top schools across the country. We recruit all types of engineering, all the disciplines of engineering, chemical, civil, mechanical, all. There's not a branch of engineering not represented here. And so along with that, we've utilized the Regional Center for Advanced Manufacturing to help develop our technical skills with our hourly employees. And so we've got a really great skill set with our people that are here, and they come from all across the country and in some cases from other countries.
Great.
Bill, just a great company with great people, a lot of great things happening here at Domtar. If people want more information on Domtar, where can they find that?
Well, I constantly say domtar.com, or you can go to Facebook and find us there. I'd encourage you to take a look at some of the material in our Paper Because campaign. If you go onto our website, you'll see we're part of the paper checkoff campaign where we're telling our story about the paper industry. I think the paper industry has not told its story as well as it should have about how efficient we are at utilizing the materials that we harvest and recycle and use over and over again. Paper's a recyclable product.
Right.
It brings value to our lives, and if you don't believe that, just write a handwritten note to somebody and you'll get an amazing piece of feedback about thank you for taking the time. It wasn't an email, it was on paper, it meant something.
Right.
And so you know, that's how you can learn more about us, and those programs can tell you a little bit more and do a better job of telling you about Domtar than I've done.
Well, you've done a great
Yes,
job.
you have.
So Bill
Yeah.
MacPherson with Domtar, thank you for being on the show 2 times in a row, for putting up with us. We appreciate it, but we're so happy to be celebrating the 100-year anniversary with Domtar.
Well, thank you. You two do a great job in helping the community tell its story, and for us to be a part of that, and we appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Bill, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And when we come back on your CZ, we'll tell you how and why you should become a Keep Kingsport Beautiful trash buster.